Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the REC Foundation Diversity and Inclusion Coordinator, Corey McCoy.
Welcome back to the 2021 VEX Robotics Live Remote World Championship. My name is Corey, and I am excited to be sitting at this desk kicking off day 2 of the VEX-IQ Challenge Elementary School Championships. Thank you to all of our teams and volunteers for making this event possible. Speaking of people we couldn't do this without, we obviously could not do this without the help of our amazing sponsors. Let's take a moment for this morning's partner highlight, Chevron.
This is a story about doers, inspiration, and watching grass grow. Epic. When you help provide the energy that keeps Louisiana doing, you need to prepare the next generation.
So Chevron partnered with Project Lead the Way,
Encouraging students to pursue science and engineering with hands-on learning during the Chevron Design Challenge.
We want to help protect the Louisiana coast.
Epic.
by planting cord grass.
So these doers got to doing, designing, prototyping,
And now we're testing it.
really epic. Chevron, inspiring the next generation to help keep the Louisiana coast doing.
Thank you, Chevron. As far as possibilities go, we've seen some teams push the boundaries of what we originally thought was possible. Let's take a look at our highest LRS run so far. Nice work in LRS. Let's not forget about all our LRT matches. Let's take a look at our highest LRT run so far. Now that we've seen the top LRS and LRT, let's see how the competition stacks up in our rankings. What a strong start. And this is only the beginning of the competition. There is so much more to come. Of course, there is so much that goes into every single match. We have John joining us to discuss the strategy that our teams need to keep in mind.
Hi, I'm John, a member of the VEX Game Design Committee. Consistency is king in VEX IQ Challenge qualification matches. During qualification matches, teams are ranked based on their average score. Since teams competing in live remote VEX Worlds are playing 7 qualification matches, this means only one of their lowest scores get dropped. When strategizing with your partners before a qualification match, you should consider the consequences of a high-risk strategy during qualification matches. This can actually hurt your ranking more than it helps. A score way below your average will hurt a lot more than scoring a few points above your average. However, this approach doesn't always apply to finals matches. During finals matches, teams have one match to get the highest score they can. Finals matches are played in reverse order, with the lowest seeded alliance playing first and the highest seeded alliance playing last. The alliance with the highest score at the end of the finals matches will be the winner. If you're a lower seeded alliance playing early on, you may want to consider a high risk strategy since you don't know how many points a higher ranked alliance will score. However, if you're a higher seeded alliance, like the number 1 alliance who plays last, you know the score you have to beat. Since you know how much you have to score, it might be worth playing a lower risk strategy that results in you scoring just a little bit more than the highest score.
Thank you, John. We hope all our teams use these strategies as we get ready for division finals. Now, I'm excited to showcase a new part of VEX Worlds, our VEX innovators. Let's see how Team Aura has changed the robotics world and what we can learn from them.
What can you tell me about Team Aura?
Aura is one of my biggest personal rivals on the field within 2 college programs that I did. They're titans. They right out of the gate back in Roundup when we first met, when I was driver for K-Tour running that team, Aura had fantastic programming, good robots. They were a force to be reckoned with. And for some reason, we just never saw eye to eye on the field. And it was just a very much like USA versus New Zealand thing going on. But it drove us, and I hope that it drove them to build better robots. Like, our goal was beat Aura at Worlds, but that entire group of guys that is part of the Aura group, the group that built it at the beginning, as well as to what the program continued to be, was high level competitors, great about sharing information, innovative design on top of that, fantastic program. Unfortunate that we had kind of like a heated rivalry, but I have mad respect for them as a team. We're hard competitors. That's what it's about. And that does, if you don't have someone to innovate against, then what's the point of playing?
What impressed you the most about Team Aura?
We're always just amazed by their driver skills. They always push the limits of, like, I remember in high school, I think it was Sack Attack, their driver skills was just like, it just blew my mind. I never understood how, like, some of their mechanisms on their robots are just like, I had tried to build them. I had tried to copy them just to, like, see, like, their older designs, and I just couldn't get anything to function remotely as well as them. And yeah, I don't know. It was always so exciting when they posted reveals on the forum or whatever, because I was like, what are they up to? Because they're always right at the top. And I was like, if we're better than them, then we have a good chance, or like, always want to see how we matched up.
Back in February, we called on the VEX community to nominate teams that they believe elevated the game through their hard work and their innovation to become VEX innovators. I'm excited to tell you that you have been chosen as this year's VEX innovators.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow. That's awesome.
How does it feel to be recognized as a leader amongst your peers?
It's an honor. Yeah, it's an honor, because I know that, the VEX community peers are like, they're really smart. So, like, to be recognized from them is like even more special,
It's a bit of a privilege, really, to be honest, and a bit of an honor to kind of have that title. And I guess we've got to work hard to make sure we continue inspiring where we can. I guess, like I said, we're just so proud that we've done what we can and that we've been able to inspire more people, because that's what it's all about. Particularly as we're moving through into the industry, we just want to inspire more people to get through the program. Aura
hasn't been at Worlds for a few years now, but I'm so glad that even still we're having like a little bit of an impact on what's going on.
Do you have any words of wisdom for the VEX community and those that might look to become VEX innovators in the future?
From me, one of the bigger things would just be try something different and have a look at what the other teams are doing and get involved. If you try something and it doesn't work, well, then you try something else. But some of our weird ideas actually worked really, really well.
Going off what Jess said, and I know VEX is really big on this, is just like iterate. Just like if something doesn't work, move on. Just like keep trying something different, keep improving.
If you look at what Fora did so well in 2017, is we took an entirely different approach to everyone else. Everyone else's robots were kind of quick and picking up some objects and throwing them over and doing it in quick succession. Whereas we'd do a lot of objects and just do it slowly and methodically. And what it meant is throughout the competition is every match we were learning to practice against these fast robots, but every time they came against us, it was their first time. So it's really about just trying to do something different, and sometimes you find it a bit of a strategic advantage in that. And trying the wacky stuff too, like our robot at Worlds was so heavy, and yet we managed to get it hanging with a whole load of elastic bands that were popping off throughout the match. It was brilliant.
I think the trick is also to, as well as like trying the new things, is like not getting stuck in your older ideas. Sometimes I find that you fall in love with an idea even if it's not the best one. So like making sure that you're trying other things, building on of course what Jess and Harry said. You've got to keep iterating and trying new ideas and so on.
We're just so honored to have even been nominated, that people have gone out of their way to nominate us. It's just so special, and but yeah, we kind of lost for words in that respect. We've all grown so much from the robotics competition, so it's a privilege for us to be able to support the program and encourage participants in any way we can. So this is a real highlight for us. So much of what you learn in the robotics program is applicable in the real world. So you've got those technical sort of core basic skills, but then also all the non-technical stuff, which is perhaps more valuable. So we've all genuinely benefited so much from our involvement as participants. So we're so grateful to be put forward for this award, and grateful to everyone who has supported us along the way.
We gladly recognize Aura for all the hard work they've displayed over the years. We appreciate all of you and your dedication to the sport. Finally, we wish all our teams the best of luck today. Give it your all, and let's take a look at what the rest of the day will bring.